Well, greetings, gamers. This is Dr. Eileen, the Gaming Doc, and this is your place and your space to chat, to chill, to hang out, to, sit back, take a moment, take a break, take a breath, because we can always use and choose to take a breath, to pause for a moment and think about all the stuff that is in our lives, all of the stuff that is causing our frame rates to drop, which we still don't know why, but that's okay. So how is everybody doing today? And it is, as we continue with our summer of fun, Survival Steve! Yes, in the house. We are talking one of the, major badass gamers, Survival Steve, who has just an awesome commentary. Let me do this. I think I'm left alone here to do my stuff. Hold on. Bam. I think I got that right. Yes. Well, good morning, Steve, or afternoon, I think, for you. How are you doing? I hope things are going well. And I can't stay for long. I'm live, just setting up my stuff. Folks, you want to click on to that name. You want to give Survival Steve a follow because, he is just, like I said, he's an awesome streamer who has, some of the funniest commentary. And, just as a friend of mine, Gaming with Kentucky and JD always says, you don't watch a stream for the game, you watch it for the streamer. And this is definitely a streamer worth watching. So get your stuff set up. Thank you so much for being here. And for all of you who are coming in, hi. I am the Gaming Doc, playing the game that you followed me when I was playing. And Papa Merritt! Yes, Papa Merritt, one of our rising up-and-coming stars in the Twitchverse, who is just an all-around, really neat person, and who I thoroughly enjoy both watching him stream and as, he's one of my moderators. And also he has the most adorable dogs. So, you need to go and give him a follow, if nothing else than to see the dogs. And oh my gosh, why are my glasses so... when you get old, which I am, and you start going, it's like, okay, first off, where are my glasses? Second, why are they always so dirty? I thought I had the most cutest dog. Well, it's close. It's very close, because you're not old till you hit 85. Okay, considering 85, you are wrong. Well, you know what? Although Survival Steve's dog is absolutely adorable. You know what? We're going to call this Dog Day. They talk about the dog days of summer. I have a cat. I have the cutest dog too. Oh, Llama Mama is in the house. I have the cutest dogs too. All right, it's Dog Day. We're having shout outs for dogs. Everybody's dog is the most cutest dog. Dogs are adorable. And I really, miss. And could you give a shout out also for, the absolutely amazing, beautiful, and awesome Llama Mama. Folks, definitely, and I'm glad you did yourself. It's so neat to have so many wonderful streamers who come in and who, and I'm telling you, you go see Llama Mama, you go, because first off, follow, that's it. And when you go, oh, why did you get timed out for 1 second? Oh, I'm sorry. Automod does strange things. But, all chat hates me. Oh, but we all love you. And, if you want to go to a stream and just really enjoy interacting with a gamer who is really just, so sweet about interacting with the people coming in, when you go into Llama Mama's stream, you just feel so welcome. and it is such a an awesome thing. And plus, amazing streamer, total gamer, Pog. Is that still cool? Is it still cool to say Pog? I'm old. I've got to catch up on things. And we've got Lieutenant Dan! Ooh! Not only the Dale Earnhardt Jr. of Zombie NASCAR, but one of the most awesomest gamers who is, he just, first off, again, it's Dog Day. Ginger. Worth the follow for Lieutenant Dan, because Ginger is absolutely adorable. And Ginger has their own cam. See, I can't do a Luna cam because she decides when she wants to be on camera, and she'd want to be on it for a while, and then she wouldn't. And so a Luna cam would basically be, a camera pointing at a pillow going, maybe she'll show, maybe she won't. But yeah, the Ginger cam rocks. And so does Lieutenant Dan's legs. How are you this morning, my friend? I hope you're doing well. And all the folks who come in, because a lot of these folks are busy people, so the fact that they come in and hang out in the Loving Lurkers Lounge, that is just so sweet. Thank you so much for that. So today we talk about choices and the fact that even our bad choices hold a gift. So it's important not to judge ourselves by our choices. And, I've tried to do a doc cam, but it won't work. Ooh, you finished the first leg of your Midwest ride. Okay, first off, absolute and, just amazing safety and wonderfulness for you. May you be surrounded by protection, and may every road be smooth, and may all the traffic be moron free, and all of that stuff. 2,200 miles up, and Papa Merritt redeemed another giveaway. Oh my gosh, Lieutenant Dan. That is so cool. Okay. Oh my God. 2,200 miles. Dude. Well, and Papa, you've got a bunch of entries, but remember, you gave away a bunch of them too. But, Sheila! Yay! Sheila Marcel in the house, who is an absolutely, adorable, sweet human being and all-around good egg, and... well, I don't think it's 6 or 7 for you. I would have to check back through, but I think you're at like 5. But you have like 4 that you gave away. And Sheila, you are amazing, wonderful, and adorable, and I'm so happy to have you here. If you won't, you can show your stream. If you want, you can show your stream. And hey, everybody, just feel free, if you've got a stream coming up, if you have something going on. Got rained on yesterday for 30 minutes while you were on the motorcycle. See, I always think that being on a motorcycle in the rain, that's gotta sting, because it's like you're going really fast, drops are hitting you at an exponentially higher speed. So I'm glad you were safe. And oh my gosh, but that is so tremendous. See, that's like, my whole RV thing is just to be out on the open road. Granted, will have a lot more around me than, you on a motorcycle. But oh my gosh, that would be the absolute coolest thing. It's been storming here since last night. Our cable keeps getting knocked out. Oh no! Oh, sometimes the natural forces work for you, and sometimes they just work against you. Oh, it's pouring there. Wow. We've got a nice sunny day here on the mountain, but it can get very chilly. As bright as F here. Okay. Well, okay, so now we're kind of getting an idea as to where the weather is in the country. But, that was the one thing when I lived in Louisiana that I always found fascinating, that it could be raining, pouring rain, and still be like 90 degrees. Riding to Indiana on Friday. Going back to Indiana. Okay, very, very, very old Jackson 5 song going back to Indiana. That was from the Jackson 5 Saturday morning animated cartoon. So, yeah, see if any of you remember that one. Ha! I got drenched on my way home. Literally looked like I jumped in a lake fully clothed. The humidity here, like you think it was bad when you lived in Louisiana, you're wrong. Oh, sweetie, I mean, much respect, but yeah, Louisiana, that be some humidity. Remember, we both share the Gulf of Mexico, and you cannot drive more than 10 minutes in Louisiana without crossing water. So, yeah, there's a lot of water that goes up in the air. I've been to Louisiana before. Well, I was there for 4 years, so one visit, you don't get a full idea on that, but it is beautiful and it's amazing. So, I was thinking, and, I was talking with somebody who, I have rain gear, so I always riding dry. See, the man is prepared. He's got it. I have seen folks riding like in the rain and they're wearing shorts and, like tennis shoes or even sandals. First off, shorts and motorcycles, I really don't think are a good combination. Not a good idea. Not a good choice. But yeah, I mean, here in California, people used to do a lot of weird things. They're better now. But yeah. Shorts on a motorcycle, no, that's just begging for a story you're going to have to tell a doctor in an emergency room at some point and be judged by it. But judging ourselves for the choices we made, judging ourselves for the choices we made in the past, is that productive? I mean, yeah, you can learn from it, and even our bad choices, if they hold nothing else, they hold the gift of wisdom. Bad choices, we learn more from our bad choices, honestly, in my humble opinion, than we do from our good choices. Because the good choice just kind of flows along. But the bad choice, it's like, oh, that went badly. That was not a good idea. And we learn from it. So when we consider the idea that that our bad choices are just something to be ashamed of. There's something that, we have to keep beating ourselves up over, or we have to allow others to beat us up over it. No. In again, my humble opinion, it's important to realize that, okay, a choice is simply the best choice you make in a moment, given the circumstances and the tools you have. And often we really don't know if a choice is good or bad until hindsight kicks in. JJ the Bunny! Yes! JJ the Bunny in the house! AKA, yes, I'm gonna do it. AKA Funny Bunny, AKA Punny Bunny, AKA Hugs Bunny, AKA Tech Bunny. There was another bunny I thought of yesterday, and I can't remember it, but I will at some point. AKA the Jackalope. Oh my God, Dragon in the house. Sheila got her room cleaned. Yes. And JJ, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope that work is going well, and I hope you have a wonderful lunch. Inquiring minds want to know. And Dragon, get hype again, mostly lurking. Mwah. Thank you for hanging out in the Loving Lurkers Lounge. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing really, really well, and I hope that you're having fun, and I hope your day is going really good. Yeah. A Halo burger. I have no idea what that is. Is that like a chain or Halo? I mean, all I can think about is like, a Master Chief. Some coffee. Oh wow. Okay. You go. Be careful for the caffeine. It's hard on the young. It is, it's good to be able to, yeah, local Michigan chain. Well, when I get out there, I am definitely going to have to try that. Infamous J.O. Yes! I'm telling you, infamous J.O., the Obi-Wan Kenobi of Don't Starve, and I sat and watched him do what it looked like Don't Starve meets Raft. So it was actually very interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can get a raft. Thanks for stopping by the other day. Oh, it was as always quite educational, and also that was a really fun game. Okay, first off, y'all need to click Infamous Jo because just awesome. And after the gaming got finished, there was this game. It was like like where you have to, you get a bunch of letters and you have to, find how many words you can find with it. And I mean, normally I do very well with those games, but something about there being a timer and it being on the screen and all this other stuff, it's like, oh my God, the pressure was just like, I can't think of words. I'm good at words, really. But it was a lot of fun. Words on stream. Oh my gosh, that is like very, very, very cool. You helped us out a lot. Well, as I'm sitting there, I mean, the fact I'm really glad you couldn't see me because I'm sitting there and I'm leaning in. It's like, okay, if I lean closer to the screen, can I see words? What? Brain, start working again. I've played that a couple of times. It is fun. It is really fun. I mean, it's a little stressful, but it's fun. It is, and it is cool to, just kind of not take yourself so seriously for a little bit. And that is another choice that we can make. We can choose not to take ourselves so seriously. It helps get connected with your viewers. That's right. The timer is the worst, though. Brain doesn't always work that fast. I know. It's like automatically when something is like tick, 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 it's like, but it is fun. And it's fun to, to feel awkward sometimes. And, it's good to be able to have an environment where you can feel safe feeling awkward. And and that's something that is a hard choice to make, is to allow ourselves to feel awkward, because then we start getting wrapped up in judgment. And it really is hard to move forward when you're using valuable energy and valuable brain space to figure out reasons why your choices are who you are. Because your choice is something, we make a choice. What we choose is not necessarily who or what we are, especially the totality of who or what we are. It's just the reaction in that moment. Sorry, I was busy on Discord. One of my friends is revamping his stuff, name, stream, servers, so I sent him Cujo's Discord. Awesome. That is cool. Hey, referring folks around is really great, and it helps people out. And when we can be able to connect people, I mean, that's like an amazing thing about Twitch, is that connection piece, that it gives us a chance to connect with people. And just in the months that I've been doing this, and I've met so many people who, and I use air quotes because it's like, even though I don't see people in person, I just feel so close. And, these are folks, it's like, man, these are my friends. And, as an older person, the idea is like, well, making friends on the internet, you don't really know people and all of that other stuff. But, it really is amazing as to how close you can come to somebody who you've never actually met in person. Heading out to the local Harley dealership. See you next time. Mwah. Lieutenant Dan, thank you so much for stopping by. And please be safe and have fun. And, I hope you're taking pictures that you can post on, on the site. And, Nameless Family represent. So you take care, and we'll see you next time. So, it's like with Lieutenant Dan, and him choosing to have this big adventure and making it happen. It is, because, we call it Make It Happen Monday. You decide what you want to make happen, then you choose how you do it. And you choose to stand behind that decision, because, you know, there's a lot of times in life that in one moment we'll choose something and we'll go, you know what, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is it. And then the next thing you know, it's like, well, then we start thinking of all the reasons why we can't. So basically we unchoose. Mixer 119! Yes! Welcome to Mixer 119, an absolutely, you know, adorable streamer who is a young man who is up and coming, who's building his stream. So please, please, please go and give him a great big old follow. And, you know, he is just so nice, and, you know, and he always comes in. It's always such a joy to have you come into the stream, Mixel. You know, it's so fun. Because, you know, I know you're a busy young man, so the fact that you take time out and you log in, that is so sweet of you. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, I think. I don't think it's morning. But, you know, I hope that whatever it is, I hope you're doing well. And, you know, like I said, folks, go and give, you know, and especially, yes, evening. See, I'm learning. And good, and you, I am doing awesome. Today I'm going to be going by, there's an older lady who is very, very sweet, and she's in her 80s, and she sometimes needs help with things, so I'm going to go and spend some time with her and help her take care of some stuff and help her run some errands, because she's absolutely darling, and she is just, you know, I mean, my mother passed away quite some time ago, and as you get older you have more of that happen, and so this lady kind of stepped in as a kind of like a second mom. And when you reach a certain point in your life when you don't have as many people older than you are in your life, because, you know, the older people are passing on, that means that every older person that I have, you know, the people who are my grown-ups, because I think everybody needs to have a grown-up, or hopefully multiple ones, which is an older person that you can go to, that you can be sort of the kid. You can be the one who asks the questions, the one who gets advice and all kinds of stuff. And it really is nice to have someone in my life who I can go to and be the kid. So, you know, I'm going to go hang out with her. I still think of Mr. Mixoplex from the comics when I see your name. Oh, yes. I have to ask you about the Little Rock 9 or question mark? Oh, what's that? Oh, also, reminder, for our summer of fun, I will, for June, it is Spicy Bean Boozled. Yes, I got a new box. Yay! So for every 100 bits, I eat 1. Every follow, I eat 2. And for every sub, I eat 3. And they are, I mean, I'm kind of a fan of spice, but, you know, these kind of take it up. They take it up a notch. They chemically enhance it. So, so anyway, but I promise you I'm not damaging myself. It's just a unpleasant about 8 to 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm not sure what it is, a Little Rock 9 or question mark. So clarify. So, oh, Little Rock 9 was 9 sisters and brothers, and there was the first young people were going on. Oh. Okay. You're talking about integration, and when black children. Jay Stunzy! Oh my gosh, my friend Jay Stunzy in the house. Oh my god, and Lightsus! Okay, let's do this. Lightsus. Also, oh my gosh, well, first off, for those of you coming in on the raid, thank you so much. If you could click the little live button on the lower left side of the screen underneath my logo, then it will count towards my viewership. And Blanchard! And Queen SVM! Yay! Okay, so we've got okay, so for followers, 2, And what flavors did we get? We got, okay, these two, which looks like cayenne and no, not habanero, maybe sriracha. Anyway, see, I've got my heavy whipping cream. No, I'm not being sponsored, but I should by the end of this month. Hint, if you are eating something spicy, milk is okay. Heavy whipping cream is actually better. If you get heavy cream, it'll take it out. But we are gonna YOLO this. Okay, there's a cayenne. Oh, and there's a habanero. Okay. Alrighty. And see, I'm not gonna wuss out. I'm gonna chew the whole thing. And you know, when you first bite, you don't get anything. There's like this blank about a half a second. And you can almost feel one flavor after another kicking in. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay. We're okay. Anyway, Bloodchart, good to have you here. Lightsys Gaming. Oh my god. If you want to have some fun, Lightsys Gaming, you need to check that name. I was watching her earlier today, and I mean, to hear somebody scream, "Eat my toes," is just, it is a truly moving experience. And so, you know, you definitely want to clue in on that. And Queen SVM, I think that this is the first time I've met you. 1957, yes, that was, you know, and integration was such a major issue back, and, you know, because I grew up in the 60s, and knowing that there were these, you know, these intense, SVM is amazing. All right, everybody click on Queen SVM. I certainly will. I'm going to definitely give a follow. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, it's yes, and all right, so make sure you give a follow to these folks. These are the folks who, you know, have that, you know, that have that communication with, you know, with the people in the chat, and they talk to people, and they help you out, and they give you advice. And, you know, and it really is like getting together with folks who know, you know, the level. It's like whatever level you want to be doing this, they're doing it. So if you've got questions about how to improve your stream, you know, we've got some amazing folks who are in this chat who have been doing this, you know, for a hot minute. Okay, it's starting to subside. And, she's having a wonderful breathe day. Yeah, I mean, well, and the funny thing is that after a certain point, the endorphins kick in, so I get a little bit hyper. But yeah. Anyway, everybody, just, you know, these are just some wonderful folks. And, you know, and I know that there's some folks who, you know, don't stream as much, but, you know, that just means that it's even that much more important for you to follow, because when they do stream, it's awesome. Sheila Marcel, still trying to get my affiliate. They keep setting everything back to 0 at the beginning of every month. See, that's weird. That is, I mean, there must be something bizarre, because I would check in with that. That must be a glitch. It's the average views I'm having the most trouble with. They shouldn't be. It's a rolling 30-day bracket. So it's like, it's over a 30-day span. It's not set from month to month. It's like, you know, from the 1st to the 30th. Then it will be the 2nd to either the 1st or the 31st, or it'll be the 3rd. So there must be a glitch. So I would check with Twitch and shoot them out an email, because that is, there's something wrong with that, and they should be able to help you with that. And so choice, yes, like choosing to eat spicy beans first thing in the morning. Yay! But it's all for the fun. It's all for the enjoyment. I don't know how to get a hold of Twitch. Oh, okay. Yeah, there should be a help, like if you go into like either Twitch Studio or I mean, and you might even just be able to Google Twitch support, and it should be able to have something for you. So, yeah, it is, because when I was talking to somebody recently, and they were just beating themselves up over choices, and I don't mean just like current choices, I mean like choices from years ago. And it was like, I just don't expect quick response from Twitch. They're pretty short staffed. Yeah, I would guess. But nope, don't need a tissue yet. But I've got like tissue just in case. Last time, after what Jay pulled, it was like, oh, the nose is gonna run. But anyway. But, this lady was like beating herself up over, the guy she married like 20 years ago. And, they had been divorced for 15 years. And she was still beating herself up over that. And it's like, why? Why is it that she is going to take time out of her life and out of her day and out of the, the precious amount of time we have in this world to go back and second guess something? And really, and it was like she was reliving the moment. It was like all of this had happened yesterday. And sitting on part of my cord. All of this had happened yesterday. And it's like, why? Why should we do that? We all have choices that, looking back, we wish we hadn't made. And we wouldn't know today not to make that choice if we didn't make it then. And, I just really feel like, yes, if there was some poor choices, especially that led to other people having bad experiences, yeah, you should look back and say, you know what? I know not to do that again. Or if a similar situation comes up and you say, you know what? I know not to do that now because I did it then and it had a bad outcome. So the idea that, the badness in the past holds us a gift because it makes us wiser now. And we would not be, people have said, it's like, oh, you're so wise. It's like, yeah, because I've done a lot of dumb stuff. I'm old enough to have done a lot of dumb stuff. I mean, heck, I've got mistakes that are older than most of the people that, I connect with on Twitch. And it's okay because of the fact that you consider all of the good choices you made. And, and how many times do we really dwell on the good choices we made, on the stuff that went really awesome? And, and all the stuff that, led us, the choices we made that led us to something amazing. How often do we pat ourselves on the back for that? How often, do we say, man, I made a really good choice when I started streaming on Twitch. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was a great choice. I was really smart to do that. Or do we think back, oh, wow, that one time that one stream went bad, or that one time that, that I didn't stream for a few weeks, or, it's like, stay in the cool lane, stay in the lane that keeps you moving forward. And, there's a reason that the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. It's because that's where your focus should be. The rear view mirror is small because sometimes you do need to pay attention to what was back there. But it's already in the past. Stick with the windshield. Look forward. And you may find that when you're more gentle with your choices, it makes it a little bit easier to be gentle with other people's choices. I've been thinking about something. Bloodchard, I want to know what you've been thinking about. We would love to know what you've been thinking about. Because, nope, I'm still okay. And I didn't even need to go for the milk. That's usually if it hits Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper is like, okay, first off, they kick it up chemically. So yeah, that's when it starts to like sting the inside of the lips. But like I said, I am a fan of spice. I'm a fan of peppers, and that weird endorphin rush I am kind of hooked on. So it's okay. But when we are able to say, you know what, I forgive me. And really, sometimes we actually need to physically say that. We need to say, I forgive me. I forgive the person I was when I was that age, when those were the best tools I had, and I made a mistake. I did something that I regretted. Maybe I was hurtful to somebody, or maybe, I wasn't in my integrity, and I always feel bad for that. So I've been debating on updating some of my emotes. Ooh. I mean, it's that's a decision. That's a decision. I mean, Bloodchard's emotes are oddly cute and creepy at the same time. So, and you got to learn to forgive those who have hurt you in the past too, and able to move forward. First off, Bloodchards, whatever emotes you have, I know they're going to be awesome. So, hopefully you'll keep the ones you have and just add them. So, because the more is the merrier. And Sheila, yeah. And I'm glad you bring that up, because that whole concept of forgiveness, I think people have a problem with it, because it's like, well, if I forgive, that means I'm saying it was okay. And I had a lot of trouble with that, once upon a time. So I decided to create a new definition for forgiveness, for what it meant to me. And for me, forgiveness means that I will no longer give a person or an event the power to make me feel something I don't want to feel. And if I think of somebody who hurt me and I feel angry, I don't want to feel angry, but I'm giving that person the power to make me feel something I don't want to feel. Now, if I think back on somebody who hurt me and I feel absolutely nothing, then I know I've reached forgiveness as I define it. But, for those who think it's like, well, if I forgive, that means I'm opening myself up to be hurt by them again. No, forgive does not mean forget. Forgive, sometimes it means acknowledging that a truly horrible person did something truly horrible to you. And that's not on you. That's on them. That is their choice. That somebody chose to do something hurtful, and that you are not going to allow that to drag you down. You're not going to allow it to make you surrender any of your happiness to them, because they don't deserve it. So the ability to accept that sometimes people are mean, sometimes people suck, and that is up to them. That is between them, karma, and, whatever. But it doesn't have to be what you carry. It doesn't have to become a feeling you don't want to feel if we don't let it. To just acknowledge, you know what? I am not going to allow them to take one single moment of happiness out of my life. And that memory is, it becomes a lesson that we can use in the future. If somebody breaks your heart, then, okay, what did I learn from that? What gift did I gain? What gift of wisdom did I gain? Well, maybe it is to, hold back before fully committing. Maybe and it's not about, it's like, well, the next person has to prove that they're trustworthy just because somebody broke my heart in the past. No, that's not fair. That's not right. Nobody should have to make up for somebody else's mistakes or someone else's cruelty. And yes, there are some genuinely cruel people in the world. And if you've had the misfortune of encountering one of them, I'm sorry. And you didn't deserve that. And part of forgiveness is to acknowledge and to say, I did not deserve this. And to know it in your heart. because for me, that's that step in not carrying that energy. They made a choice. I didn't deserve the repercussions of that choice. Therefore, they do not get to be in my life. Because forgiveness also doesn't mean you have to let somebody back into your life. If somebody has hurt you, you can release what it was that they did, and you don't have to ever have them in your life again. Because to me, the difference is that it's about what is going on inside of you. If someone, as far as I'm concerned, trust needs to be earned. And if they've done something where they don't deserve your trust, then you don't trust them. Forgiveness has nothing to do with that. Releasing the weight of what somebody did doesn't have anything to do with, their role in your life, if there is one. I've had situations where it's like, you know what? I let go of what it was, the emotion that goes with that event, with that person, and I choose not to have that person in my life because that is your choice. It doesn't mean that you have to keep them around and still feel that anxiety. If it's someone that you choose to still have a relationship with, then fine. And it means, just like, okay, this is, this event goes in a box that goes on the shelf. And that box never has to be opened again unless it's repeated. And that box is only so big. My feeling was, it's like, I'll put it in the box. And if you do it again, maybe there's room for one more. But there's not room. That box has a limited space. So if you keep doing the same thing to hurt me, that box is full, and no, you don't get to be in my life. And that's it. And being able to release that is, it's important. Nose running. So, define what forgiveness means to you. And then make it clear to someone you're dealing with, okay, this is how I define forgiveness. And I will forgive you when I am ready to forgive you. When I am ready to say that this person or event no longer has the ability to make me feel something I don't want to feel. And, nobody gets to tell you when that moment happens, because that's very personal. That's a part of personal growth. And, when you say, well, one of the most hurtful phrases that I know is, well, you need to just get over it. First off, that's coming from outside. It's like, you know what? I don't think you have the right to decide that for me. No one else decides your growth process. No one else can decide what it is that you need to do, or, because the thing is, if it's coming from outside, it's not yours. When people make a choice within their own hearts, within their own minds, within their own spirits, what it is that they're ready to do and ready to deal with, that's up to them. And when somebody is ready, when they've had enough, when they're, when they've reached that point where they've learned enough from the experience, that's when change happens. And, don't let anybody tell you that you don't have the right to choose what it is that is your learning curve in a particular situation. People will say, it's like, oh, well, you need to, this person needs to break up with this person because I don't like what's going on in the dynamic. How often does that really work? Rarely. When that person decides, you know what, I don't need to be with this particular person, or maybe it's having a particular job. Now, if they're going to consistently complain about it, you can say, oh, Jay Cushington! Hello, welcome, hi there. So nice to see you. And I think I just followed you earlier. You had requested a follow. And as it is the summer of fun, for follows, we get 2 spicy bean boozle beans. And actually, this may be the same one that we had before. Cayenne and habanero. Alrighty. Beans away. Okay. When you do the same set in a row, it's still bad, but it's not as bad. Okay. Woo. But yeah. Figure out what forgiveness means to you. And what is making a noise back there? I don't know. My arms are in so much pain right now. Oh, why? Okay. And yes, I am doing this all month. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we all have choice. And it doesn't matter. Bloodshot, why are your arms in so much pain right now, sweetheart? I know that you were having some stuff going on earlier, and I hope that's resolved. You know, I mean, everybody, blessings to Bloodshot. So, anyway, yeah, I mean, and there are things that we can't choose, like if we're going through a physical challenge. What is making this noise over here? I don't think is it my tablet? Okay. What? Hold on, because this is bothering me. That, okay. If you are making the noise, then you are now off. Go away. So, you know, yeah, Bloodshard. Sweetie, I'm sorry if you're in pain. Like, I can't bend them straight at all. I think I might have exercised them too much. Oh, yeah, you know. And it's weird because people go and they exercise like crazy, and this is like, you know, the doctor part of the gaming doc, because I am a doctor, is that it's in the muscle recovery stage that all the stuff we did tends to kick in. Because when folks are exercising, when we're doing that, when we're, you know, having that awesome workout, feel the burn. Okay, the burn is tissue tearing. That's not the best thing. So when you know, and the thing is also when we're in that heavy, you know, exercise mode, you know, yes, just like the spicy stuff, you know, endorphins kick in, and so, you know, it kind of closes down the pain gate, which is, you know, the ability of our bodies to, it's like, okay, here's an event that happens, and the body neurologically interprets it at either pain, pressure, whatever. And so it sends a message to the brain, okay, here's what's happening. The brain goes, oh, okay, you know, this we will register as pain. Therefore, we will stop doing that. But when we exercise a lot, there's a tendency for that instinct to get cut down because of the fact that, you know, the adrenal response, you know, let's say, you know, that, you know, you're being chased by something that could kill you. Well, the body, you know, it does not serve the body to notice discomfort at that point. It's like, no, you know, you're going to just go and you're going to run, and, you know, it doesn't matter. And you notice that a lot with like athletes. You notice it with dancers. You know, back about 1 million years ago, I was a dancer, and during one routine, I came down, and part of it was, you know, part of the routine was I was to come down on my hands and knees and jump and do this turn. And when I came down on my hands and knees, and I was in the moment, I was in the dancer's zone, and I was loving it. And so I went down, and then I kept dancing, and you know, and it was like, I noticed that there was like noises, like the crowd was, you know, the audience was making sounds, or like gasping or something. Well, it turned out when I went down on my hands and knees, there was a part of the stage, and it was slightly rough, and so I split open both knees and I was bleeding. And so the rest of the dance routine, I had no clue. I was just in my moment. And it wasn't until the very end of it that I realized that blood was running down both my legs because my knees were cut open. But I didn't feel it. I didn't notice it. And so often when we exercise, we get into that zone. We're feeling good about what we're doing and we're feeling strong. Well, then later on, everything catches up. So, it's just, remember, ice is your friend. And while heat will feel good, heat will increase inflammation. So it's like, and especially like people go exercise and then they go jump into a hot shower or a hot tub or jump into the sauna, and the next day they can barely move. That's why, because we go and we do something that is anesthetic in the short term, but it has a longer effect of increasing inflammation. And that's where a lot of that comes from. So, yeah, I would say, give the upper body stuff a little bit of a rest for a couple of days. Increase your protein, because protein helps tissue repair. So increase your protein. You can use like topical things like Tiger Balm or things like that. But using ice is very helpful, or just, having a cool towel or something wrapped around it. But blessings to you, and sending good thoughts and healing for your arms to just feel better. So, but yeah, when we choices, and there is a consequence to every single choice we make. I mean, whether it's, whether or not you're going to take a shower that morning, or whether or not you're going to go exercise, or whether or not you're going to, phone that person who you've been attracted to, or even what you have for lunch. Every single choice we make can have a consequence, and it's either a consequence. I prefer not to say bad choices. I just prefer to say choices that led to an outcome you were not looking for. But it doesn't mean it was a bad choice. It just means that it didn't give you the outcome that you wanted. So, judging what it is that your choices were, and please, 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 don't let people keep bringing up old choices. If you're making new choices, I mean, if you made mistakes in the past and you're continuing to make those choices, that's one thing. And it's like, if people want to give an opinion, okay, you've got a right to their opinion. You just don't have an obligation to it. And, but if you made choices in the past that were, shall we say, not the wisest choices at that time, or did not get you the outcome you wanted, and you've been making wonderful choices ever since then, you're not that person anymore. So you don't need to be held accountable for the choices that someone else made, even if that someone else was another version of you, a less wise version. And the only reason you're wiser now is because of those choices. So please don't let people beat you up or get you to beat yourself up over past choices. Don't question your choices now just because you may have made a different choice in the past. Because, we all move forward. We all, even if it's like, oh my gosh, I really exercised maybe a little bit more than I should have. Okay. You learned. Or maybe I dated the wrong person, or maybe I married the wrong person. At the time, it was the best choice you knew to make. At the time, you had a reason that you chose that. And, everything about that choice wasn't bad, more than likely. There were things about the choice that seemed like a good choice. So be able to be kind to yourself. Be able to, and like I said, forgive yourself. And with my definition of forgiveness, that for myself, it's, I will no longer allow a choice that I made to make me feel something I don't want to feel. And, because we can't control the fact that the choice was made. That train left the station and that boat left the dock. We just have to deal with the consequences of it. And how can we make that the most positive outcome possible? And a part of how we make that the most positive outcome possible is to take what we learned from it, to make that the focus. Not the mistake, but the result that now you know more. Now you have, more awareness. And being able to look at our younger selves and say, you know what? I know you were doing the best you knew to do. And you had reasons why you reacted in a particular way. And it's okay. Because, none of us can become who we're meant to be without that part of it. I am here to tell you, I was not always, the person I am. And there were a lot of mistakes that I made. And there were a lot of things that, I look back and cringe. And every single one of those, those events were something that I took to heart. They were something I learned from. They were something that helped me become the person I am. Looking back, it's good to acknowledge how much our younger selves helped us become who we are. And in some cases, we couldn't be the person we are without them kind of stumbling through and doing the best they can. So, it's okay. It's okay to make a choice that goes wrong, because down the line, it may turn out that the result of that ended up being something that served you. And if people are trying to put you into a little box marked mistakes, and, God bless them, family can sometimes do this, close friends can sometimes do this. They don't mean, well, I won't say they don't mean to hurt. Often they don't mean to hurt. There are some people who are just like, unhealthy, who can't feel good unless somebody else feels bad. Or in order to deal with, their way of dealing with their own shortcomings are to point out the shortcomings of others. And that's really sad. That is so tremendously sad. Because, we all have our stuff. And, for some people, it's like, they can't face their own because they, for whatever reason, because it's too scary to look at, yep, that was a thing, I did a thing, and I'm sorry, and that was not okay. And, I learned from it. Focus on what we learn. Focus on how much better it makes us. Whenever you're trying to do something amazing, ooh, Bloodshard, I like the emote. Nice. That's kind of cool. So, the idea that we can choose how we move forward by choosing how much we need to look back. And when you look back, please look gently, look with soft eyes, because that person, maybe it was the 30-year-old us, maybe it was the 20-year-old us, maybe it was the 10-year-old us. That part of us is still there. And when we focus on the mistakes we made at a particular age, it's almost like it locks a part of us at that point. That part of us doesn't get to grow up. That part of us doesn't get to move on. Let's see. Time for company meeting. See you guys later. Mwah! JJ, enjoy your company meeting. I hope you enjoyed your Halo burger. And, thank you so much for being such an awesome moderator and an all-around good egg. So you have a wonderful day. So, being able to, look at ourselves with soft eyes. Look at ourselves for, the young person that we were when we said or did a thing that we regret. And the saddest part about regret is when we just stay in that place of the mistake. We stay in the energy of the mistake, as opposed to, that light bulb moment when we realize, okay, this is what I learned. This is what I gained. This is how much stronger I am. This is how much more humble I am. These are the things that I can carry forward that are not in spite of the mistake, but because of the mistake. And, there's a lot that we gain from being able to gently look back, forgive ourselves for that moment, and to be able to move forward. So, consider that. Choose to at least identify something that you've been holding on to, that you're stuck in the blame piece. It's almost like the stages of guilt, or not guilt, the stages of grief. There's denial, there's anger, there's bargaining, there's depression, and then there's acceptance. Consider doing that for the mistakes. First, no, I didn't do that, or, well, if this person hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have done that. And then, anger, where we get either pissed off at ourselves, God, I'm so stupid, God, I'm so, or we get angry at someone else that, we project the whole thing on. Bargaining, it's like, I'm if we can all just forget this, then, I promise it'll never happen again, and all of that. And, just like, that aspect of trying to make a deal with yourself so that you can accept it. Depression, that's where we take ownership of it. That's where we get real. That's where it's like, you know what? I screwed up. And I screwed up big. And it makes me sad that I screwed up. Then acceptance. You know what? I screwed up then, but I've done a lot of really good stuff too. And that will be something that I will always remember, how to be better. And there's a saying, don't be sorry, be better. And that's actually a cool thing. And we always have the opportunity to be better. And we wouldn't have that opportunity to be better if we didn't have the experiences that we want to be better from. So, let yourself relax a little bit. Because when we, offer that olive branch to that younger self, and, sometimes I even picture it. I picture looking at myself during that time and saying, it's okay. We're more because of this mistake you made. Because, we know now. But it's okay. It wasn't your fault. You did the best you knew to do in that moment. And, and sometimes, Aaron the Healer! Yes, Aaron the Healer! Oh, what a sweetheart. I hope you and everybody is doing well. I hope that, I hope your sister's doing better. And I hope that you're doing better. And, folks, Aaron the Healer is just amazing and very sweet. And, just so much fun to hang out with. So please, please, please give a... as I try to do two things at once. I think I've got it. Yes! Let's see. She's resting. I'm cleaning house. You know what? It works. It works. Sometimes if you can't figure out what to do something that makes you feel normal. And, that gives you a sense of, well, at least I can do this. At least I can control this. And it helps. It helps a lot to do that. We can choose to allow ourselves to do something that will help move us forward. So, I'm here. I'm just, and lagger! Oh, the only lag I look forward to. How are you, my friend? Oh, Twitch Angel, how are you? Oh, takes an angel to know an angel. and I am doing very well. And I've only had a few of these. I've only had 4 today, so we'll call that a win. And you know, I hope you're doing good. Well, kids are doing most of it, but laundry is piling up. Oh my gosh, there were times when it's like, you know, maybe we should all just move to a nudist camp or something. It's like, you know, what are these, gum? Oh, okay. These are, they're called Bean Boozled beans. And basically, these are VSOs. You are not, Papa. You are doing wonderful. What they are, it's a candy that is like a jelly bean. And what it does is they put a ton of spice into it. They've got flavors like sriracha, jalapeno, cayenne, habanero, and Carolina Reaper, which is very, very, very spicy. And so what I'm doing is for every 100 bits, I will have 1. For every follow, I eat 2. And for every sub, I eat 3. And so, you know, and I've got my milk here, just in case I set your mouth on fire, possibly the other end too. Well, they do say that, you know, eating spicy food, it burns twice. And, yeah, so this is just something for the fun of it. I swear to you, I'm not hurting myself. I'm not damaging myself at all. I mean, it for about 8 to 10 minutes, it's like, oh, poor choice, poor choice. Oh, yes. And what they do is they actually amp it up on these. So, but it's okay. And somebody came in and did like 5 gift subs, and so I had to eat like 3 for each, so that was 15 of them. And yeah, that was an interesting afternoon, but it's okay. It's okay. And you know, it really is just for the fun of it. I had seen other streamers use these, and I'm like, okay, I'm a person who enjoys spice. How spicy is it? I mean, it can't be that spicy. And yeah, it is for a short term. Oh, and there's Luna. Hey, Luna. But yeah, for the short term, it is, you get about like I said, about 8, anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. Oh, hello, Luna. Oh God, you're heavy. Oh, there's Luna, the Twitch kitty. I was watching a streamer last night, and she had a cat who was identical to Luna, and Infamous Joe, he has a cat that's identical to Luna. So, you know, much love for short-haired black kitties. Yes. Oh, Luna's about 8 years old. Lady Auric! Oh, as soon as Luna's finished with me cuddling her, I'll do the clapping. There you go. Lady Auric! Yay, Lady Auric in the house. She could always do Little Nitro, which is the world's hottest gummy bear. There is a world's hottest gummy bear? Yep, she is my little panther. My demanding little panther. You've been fed. But, wow, now I'm intrigued. Oh, and it makes your nose run a little bit. But everybody, please, please, please go and show some love to Lady Auric, the dancing queen of Twitch, who if there is anybody, I mean, she comes in with the word smile, and you will hear the word smile more times. Yeah, the only thing that you do more than hear the word smile is to smile, because you cannot watch Lady Auric for 5 minutes and not smile. So one day I was at work taking a break and sitting on a bench drinking my coffee, and I felt a weight on my back. It was a random cat rubbing her back against my back. It was pretty crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, first off, that means you are an amazing person, because, you know, usually cats will not do that, but cats are very sensitive to the type of person you are. And oh my gosh, for that to happen, that means you are awesome, that your energy is amazing, because animals don't lie and animals cannot be fooled. They know stuff. They can sense stuff. So that obviously means that you are a tremendously amazing person. It's 900 times hotter than a jalapeno. Oh, Aaron, you are tempting me. I may have to order that up on Amazon. Maybe we'll have a special day where it's like, we do that. You have one? Oh my gosh. Oh, I may have to order one of those. I mean, I do love Spicy Challenge, but it is, I mean, yeah. I used to work at a company where, they would bring in peppers just for me to try. I consider cats more distant pets. I didn't expect them to be so lovely, lol. And it was a stray cat, too. It's one for about $10. Wow, that would be worth it. But yeah, I mean, and stray cats are very hesitant. Stray cats do not normally do something like that. I mean, that's almost like you guys had a past life experience together or something. But yeah, animals cannot be lied to as to who you are, as to what kind of a person you are. And, they pick up on the humanity inside of each person. I want a dog. Yeah, I miss my dog Sam. I had a dog, and he ended up getting very old and very sick, and so I had to let him go. But I think about him every single day. And at some point, he was a Queensland healer, and he was a just an absolute sweetheart. He was actually a ginger Queensland healer, which is part cattle dog and part dingo. Honestly, it may have once been a house cat that was displaced. Yeah. And he was a good size. But, the next dog I get, which will probably be my last dog, is I want to get a Rottweiler, and his name's going to be Carl. And I want him to, a beautiful breed. I just Googled it. Yeah, it was, he was they call him either a ginger Queensland or a red Queensland. Oh, you've got a big dog on your bed with you. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Yeah, Lager. I'll post a picture of him in my Discord when I get home this afternoon. I'm gonna have to go and take care of somebody. But what kind of dog do you have on your bed with you right now? I mean, I've always loved big dogs. I mean, it's like, okay, if it's gonna be a dog, I want it to be a big dog. I have 3 kitties. Oh, tell me about your kitties. Okay, everybody, if go onto my Discord, please feel free to post your pet pictures. I love seeing pet pictures. So, in fact, I'll probably make a whole special section for pet pictures. I love them. Oh, maybe I'll do something on the stream where we do, like, I want to get a Greek Molossus. Ooh. Adele, Star, and Lucky. Oh, well, any kitty would be lucky to have you. Okay, but I've got to look up this Greek, Molossus, Greek Molossus dog. Let's see. Images. Oh my gosh, what a face, what a face. Oh, those are beautiful. He's, oh God, a St. Bernard Golden Retriever. Oh, that's got to be such a pretty combination. Oh my goodness. And, like I said, my heart belongs to big dogs because they just, Star looks like yours, but she has a single white patch on her chest. Ooh, neat. Oh, I mean, cats can be, like either affectionate or not affectionate, but when they are, it's like there is nothing better than sitting and listening to a cat purr. They are just, especially kitties, especially baby kitties, they are so cool. They fall asleep on you and they just do that cute little purr. But, I envy you, Bloodshard. I kind of envy Bloodshard too. Oh man, a St. Bernard and Golden Retriever. See, Lager, but no, this is really a very, very cool looking dog. Very powerful looking dog. They must have been like, major guard dogs. But Lucky gives new meaning to scaredy cat. Oh. And thus the name Lucky is like, no, I am careful. That's why I've survived. Yeah. I mean, and some cats are very, very hesitant. Some are very shy. Yeah, I mean, animals have personalities just like people. And usually they have a reason for their personalities. I mean, I ended up with Sam because he bit his owner. And the reason he bit his owner was because he was tremendously afraid. He was not an aggressive dog. He was never, and people was like, well, you need to put him down. And I met him, and it's like, this dog is not aggressive. This dog is scared. This dog is, just unsure about everything. This dog is insecure. And so I ended up, she wanted me to help kind of get him, rehabilitated. But ultimately, she wasn't the right owner for him because she wouldn't walk him. Queensland heelers, like other herding dogs, need to be walked a lot. And she wasn't walking him. He felt trapped, and there was a lot going on. But he loved cats. Oh, and cats loved him. Stray cats would come up to my dog. Adele is my old cranky kitty. Yeah, Melissa, we're part of Alexander the Great's army? Get out! Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I just love them. I don't know why. Oh my god, I know why. They're absolutely adorable. Okay, I mean, if you guys want to Google that dog, I mean, it's a big, powerful looking dog, but oh my gosh, it's like, oh, I want one. I mean, that's why it's like, I want to get a Rottweiler. I mean, first off, there was a children's story about a Rottweiler named Carl, which is why I want to call him Carl. But, I've always liked Rottweilers. I've always loved, I mean, they're big and they're scary looking, but I'm going to be an old lady driving around. In a couple of years, I retire. I'm going to be an old lady driving around, places in an RV. So I want a dog that is going to make people hesitate to mess with me. So, but, having a wonderful, big, protective dog, I've always loved that. I've always oh, I love the big, protective dogs. But, I mean, every animal has that amazing quality, and, every animal is the right one. Oh my god! Silver Architect! Oh my god! That is such a cool! A raid with 12! Oh! Thank you. Oh, welcome. Silver Architect, who is my nameless family, who looks like was doing 7 Days to Die, a game which I would love to learn, but it's like, oh God, zombies. I've got to think about zombies. And welcome, my friend. And for those of you coming in on the raid, thank you so much for coming in. And if you could click the little live button underneath the logo on the lower left side of the screen, then your views will count towards my totals. So thank you for that. I mean, you could just click it and then click resume stream. And but oh, Silver Architect, hi. Well, I guess I will stop lurking. Folks, you want to click on Silver Architect, who is a wonderful, amazing person, and who I enjoy, and who is Alex Boyd. Welcome. Hang out in the lurk. The Loving Lurkers Lounge. Refreshments are in the corner. Please feel free to put your feet on the furniture. And just like, and Silver Architect, whether it's being in someone else's stream or being in their stream, it's like, oh my gosh, it is so funny. You want to have a good laugh, go hang out with Silver Architect. And if you want to get some good advice, and if you want somebody to really, say how much that they care about you, and, someone who goes through stuff on their own, and still shows up for other people, that is just so amazing. Hate to raid and run, but I need to eat and wait for a doctor call about my knee. Mwah. Thank you so much. Oh my God, you absolutely rock. You are so special and so wonderful. And thank you so much for the raid. And you do what you need to do. And hey, blessings on the knee. absolutely best. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed, that it's going to be really good and you're going to get a really good call. But thank you so much. I'm going to send you a DM, Doc. Okay. On Discord or whatever, but I will. Let's see. Let me open up Discord just so if I do get a DM, you know. But thank you so much. And it is, it's just so wonderful to have so many amazing people. And please, you can go down this line, you can click on any of these names and find somebody, if you're going through a hard time, to find somebody who will listen to you, someone who will be there, someone who will provide, their own wisdom and are willing to share it. That's a lot, because when you find somebody who is able to share, what they're experiencing while not taking away from what you're experiencing, they listen. And that is so cool. Akamori! Yay! We ended up going way longer than I usually do, and I'm so happy because Akamori's here. Yay! And I hope you're doing very well. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I hope you're doing good and that you are walking gently in the world and the world is walking gently with you. And, it's just... I mean, there are times when it's like, oh man, I just want to keep streaming. It's just so fun. And how are you doing? How are you? So, yeah, whenever, because part of the thing about streamers is that, they're there to interact. Otherwise, they'd be playing a game by themselves. But, they're out there, they're in, they're ready to interact with people. They're ready to, if somebody's going through something and they go on a stream, and yeah, there are always the trolls. But I mean, these folks are just so amazing because, they will, they can stream a game and at the same time notice that somebody's not doing okay in the chat, and they will actually address it. I have so much work to do. I want to go on a pillow punching spree. There is nothing better than a good pillow punching spree. Oh my gosh. But see, you've got to have the right theme song. Okay, so you're going to go on a pillow punching spree, and I mean just let that energy out. You need to get like one of those songs that gets your pulse going, and so you need to set up a playlist, create a playlist for your pillow punching spree, because it makes it that much more satisfying. You could do anything from, songs from the old Rocky movies to like, hard, angry rock and roll and metal and all of that stuff. My feeling is that everything in our life deserves a soundtrack. And when you have a soundtrack to the things in your life, when you have a soundtrack, for me, I have a playlist, and I call it I Needed That. And my I Needed That playlist is when I'm really feeling like, like I can't do something, or, I'm feeling stuck, or I'm feeling scared, or whatever. And, and these are like all the songs that just make me want to get up and take on the world. And I have another playlist, like, it's, I mean, it's kind of called Screw Them. And it is my, you know what? The heck with you. The heck with what you think. I don't care. I'm writing, producing, directing, and managing a film, and oh my god, it's a bit stressful. Oh my gosh. And filming. Akamore. Oh, and all of that is I mean, any single one of those is stressful. But doing all of it, oh my gosh. Okay. Absolutely everybody go and follow Akamore right now. And hopefully you've got a link on your channel page that, where people can find out about this, or your Twitter or whatever. I want to hear more about this. I want to hear, this is just so amazing. That is so cool. I mean, I wrote a book and that was stressful. So I did, well, I wrote a screenplay once. I mean, it never went anywhere, but I did actually complete a screenplay, and it was reviewed and all this other stuff. But when you're doing all of those things, oh my gosh, that is amazing. That is so cool. Oh, talk about being an inspiration. Well, I mean, you just have to constantly let us know what's going on. that is so cool. But, you know, I mean, I want to hear all about it, honestly. I seriously do. And for everybody, you know, everybody has something going on that they're proud of. Share it. Because frankly, I think that one of the things that is going to help the world be a better place is when people share the things that they're proud of, share the things that they're accomplishing. I don't. Also, just put it out there. It's going on YouTube, not movie theaters. You're 14. You know what? Is your YouTube page linked on your channel page for Twitch? Because, you know, we definitely need to know about this. And hey, you know, that just means that if you're doing all this at 14, you are going to be amazing in like 20 years. You will have, like, you know, George Lucas on speed dial. You will have, you know, lurk with chunky ham, pepper, and spices mixed in with homemade. Ooh, Silver Architect. That sounds so tasty. Ham, peppers, and spices mixed in with homemade salsa pasta. Oh my god, I sort of miss pasta. I don't know how to link it, but I'll put the YouTube name on there. Yeah, put the YouTube name on there, and if you go down, oh, and thank you, J Stun Z, for the gifted sub. Yes, I paid the price for your gifted sub. But J Stun Z is amazing. He is my just so, he is so dear to me. And so when you do your channel page, what you can do is under the About section, you can click the little thing that says Edit, and you go to the bottom. We're gonna start this, J Stun Z. Beans! Okay. So let's do, well, there are 3. All right. So we have got cayenne. We have got jalapeno. Oh, is that a Carolina Reaper? It might be a Carolina Reaper. Okay. So there we go. Means, see, Jay. And see, you know, the fact that Jay does this to someone who's old enough to be his mother. Yes! Yes! Endorphins away! Okay, there's the jalapeno. There's a sriracha. Oh, there's a Carolina Reaper. Okay. Okay. Ooh. It's when the juice goes down your neck that is like, oh, okay. For you, Jay! For you! My choir teacher was so confused because I never even participated in theater. Plot twist, I like to make it happen. Not do it, lol. Yes! Oh, the endorphins are kicking in. Ah. Oh, and it sticks to the inside of your teeth, so it stays there. Okay. Well, Akamori, that is really cool. You are awesome. Like I said, you're gonna be amazing. Victory, I am done. All right, I concede. Okay. Oh, when the Carolina Reaper kicks in. Honestly, I'm not hurting myself. Well, a little bit. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to clip that later. Okay. Oh. But it's still not as bad when I ate the 15 all at once. Okay. Alright. You talking, Jay. Okay. But yeah. And the fact that, you know, when you choose to do something amazing, you may drink now. Okay. Only because you want me to, Jay. Okay. Whipping cream. Okay. It's the last week of school. Only because you asked me to. Okay. Yep. The last week of school here, there's a lot of folks. Oh, it wasn't quite done. Okay, not quite done, but that's okay. We can manage this. You know, it's when I was young, it was like the whole thing of summer vacation. And, nose run. Okay. Nose run. Okay. Yep. Last week of school. Beautiful thing. There's always the infinite possibilities of summer to look forward to. And, it's more like nose marathon. You know, it's I mean, when you eat spicy stuff, you just get used to the idea that your nose is going to run. It clears the sinuses. It just clears the sinuses. Okay. My mom's graduating from Drexel U tomorrow with a master's degree. Absolute awesome. Fist bump. Very cool. Well, congratulations to her. Congratulations. Not a word, Jay Stunzy. But that is so wonderful. That is very cool. Hey, that is not an easy thing to do. So that is wonderful. And, you know, much love to her on that. And it's always so fun as a mom because, I mean, you know, my sons were, you know, in their teens in their late teens when I graduated from chiropractic college. And Chase doesn't see. Yes, I drank the milk or whipping cream. But you know, when I graduated, because I mean, I was sitting down and studying at the same time they were, so it was really interesting. It's like all three of us at the table doing homework. But, you know, when I graduated and having them come up to me and say, "Mom, we're really proud of you," you know, that was just something that touched my heart so much. Because, you know, as a parent, you never quite know if you're messing up or if you're doing okay and all of that. And you want to be the best inspiration to your kids. And what? What? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, Rival has one cheek sneak. Oh boy, a follow, 2 more. Doctor, I'll give you the news. This is gonna be painful. Okay, well no, actually it looks like habanero and cayenne. Alright, for those of you who are wondering about what the heck is going on, for the summer of fun, this is going to be a fun summer. What I'm doing is choosing something truly foolish to do each month, and June is the month of spicy bean boozled beans. So for every 100 bits, I will eat 1. For every follow, I will eat 2, and for every sub, I will eat 3. And so, YOLO. Okay. The habanero stings a little bit, but it's not bad. It's definitely not as bad as the Carolina Reaper. I have done the nasty ones, well, like bar spoiled milk. Dude, this is for July. And in fact, I ran out of these last weekend. Thank you, Jay. So I was doing these, but yes, these will be for July. Abort mission. But I just heard about a spicy gummy bear, and I am intrigued by the idea of the spicy gummy bear. But thank you for the follow. Diana 87 in the house. Oh my gosh. Diana 87. Thank you so much for the raid, sweetheart. That is so cool of you. The spicy one kills my stomach. Oh, can't do them. Yeah, I mean, and I'm you know, I'm a fan of spice, but see, they do something chemically to these to make it worse, especially the Carolina Reaper. And I followed you before, Twitch being Twitch. Yeah. I don't know, it's weird. It's like, you know, and even YouTube does that. The gummy bear is 9 million Scoville. Okay, there's a part of me that's very intrigued, and you know, and it's like, oh, nose running. There's a part of me that it's like, oh, that would be such a regrettable choice on so many levels, but oh my god, that would be so interesting. I mean, because I did this because I saw different streamers, and I thought, it's like, you know, they're probably playing it up. It's like, no, it does have a bit of a tingle. I mean, you know, pretty much the worst one, you know, is of course the Carolina Reaper. But, what is that? The Trinidad Scorpion, I think, is something, or I think it was like the Trinidad Scorpion was supposed to be like a you know, millions of Scoville. And I think the Carolina Reaper was the Carolina Reaper, the #1 hottest pepper, and then it was replaced by the Trinidad Scorpion, or I think it might have been reverse. I don't know which one was hotter, but yeah. Diana, how are you, my dear? How are you doing? That's good, a bird coming out. Oh yes, I have, you know, I have had chili and peppers and salsa. And you know, like Indian curries that basically will make you poop nightmares. But yeah, you get the rush. Ah! Oh my gosh. It's a thing. But that's gonna be, this is for June. This is for July. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for August because that's my birthday month. So, so we'll see. But whatever I decide, I don't know whether or not I'm going to let Jay Stunzy know about it. I may not. Work time. Have a great stream. Thank you, Diona. Thank you so much for the raid. You're absolutely sweet. And you have a wonderful day at work. I was just able to get the box. May I ask where you got the tub of beans? Oh, I got these on Amazon. You know, I just went in, Googled Boozled beans. Maybe I'll try the Harry Potter ones. I hear the Harry Potter ones are interesting. I'm currently trying to dig out a piece of glass out of my foot. Aaron! Oh my god! Please be careful! No! Oh, I mean, yes, take it out of your foot, but oh my gosh. I remember my brother, he got a piece of glass in his foot, and he didn't realize that it was still in there, and he ended up seeing a doctor almost 30 years later, and the glass shard was still in his foot, but the tissue had built up around it so much. Every once in a while, he said he would feel like a sharp pain. Oh heck, you're still going. Yeah, we got a raid and we ended up talking about some stuff, but we're gonna call it in a few minutes. But yeah, it is, we talked about the beans. Oh. But yeah, it's God, it's so good to see all of you in here, and and Osteria, it's always so neat to have you in here and to be hanging out, and everybody just comes in and adds so much. But oh, Aaron the healer, please take care of yourself. Oh, so but yeah. Oh, before I finish, I want to make sure that everybody knows this month's thing. 10 bits, but it's not 100. I only take one for 100 bits. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, sweetheart. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate that. Much love to my doctor. And, okay, Silver Architect. Do. Alrighty. That's +1. Okay, so July 1st, I will be running a wheel and we will see whose name comes up. This is a keyboard, a mouse, a headset, and a mouse pad. Oh my gosh, rival. Say what? First off, thank you for the 100 bits. You don't have to do that. Oh, what is this? It's either Cayenne or Carolina Reaper. Cayenne. No whammies. It is not Cayenne. It's not Cayenne. I guarantee you, it is not Cayenne. What a weird keyboard. I need to do research on that one, because I could use a new PC. Yeah, it is an... where is it? ORZLY. And it says, designed in London. Hornet, built for gaming. Oh. How can the Carolina Reaper by itself be hotter? What the heck? Oh, okay. And Dragon, yay. Oh. How can it be hotter by itself? Oh. Cool. All right. Oh, and it sticks inside the teeth. Oh, God. Which means that even when you swallow most of it, there's the little bits that stay inside. Okay. I think we're gonna we're gonna call it there. Oh, it's a membrane keyboard. Never mind. Oh. Whatever it is, it's going to be somebody's on July 1st. And if you don't have enough channel points to get that, if you don't have enough channel points, then don't worry, because I will be doing more later. Okay. Just got to take the edge off of it. I'll be doing more later. Every 3 months, I do a giveaway. So, it's cool. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everybody. You guys are just so amazing and so cool and so nice. And I know you've got a lot of choices on streams. And the fact that you came in and hung out with mine, please remember that, your choices are the best thing you know to do in any given moment. And that, you know, even a bad choice gives you the gift of wisdom. If nothing else, it gives you the gift of wisdom. And a part of the reason you are who you are is because you learned from the choices that you made. Do not let anybody try to box you in to old choices, because believe me, they've got their own box. You are amazing. You are wonderful. You know, and please, please, please remember, 2 bowls down and still hungry. Please remember that you are the only you in all of the universe. You're the only you that has ever been and the only you that will ever be. And what that does is it makes you special, it makes you sacred, and most of all, it makes you necessary. Because as the only you in all of the universe wouldn't be the same or complete without you. So, we are going to find somebody that we are going to pass along this amazing love train. You know what? Survival Steve, who is like such a sweetheart. You know what? Let's go give a raid to Survival Steve. Survival Steve is an absolute, you know, nice person, and he's really working to build up. Sorry, my brain, parts of my brain are going, why do you do these things? And the other part of me is going, because it's kind of fun. Because it is kind of fun. Survival Steve 1121, Survival Steve 1121. Okay, so if you can come along on the raid, that would be great. And if you can't, if you got to get along with your day, thank you again. Thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. And you know, it's still being Boozled month. And thank you all for the follows. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. And as I used to tell my kids when they went to school, have a good day. Learn something new. I'm proud of you. And I love you. So take care, everyone. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Fucked up by like.
Oh, it's very fun. I can sit there and go, wow.